Phoenix Audio presents.
My name is Barnaby Conrad, and I'm looking at my book, The Death of Manolete. On the first page is a picture of a very elegant, dignified man dressed in a matador's suit. This is Manuel Laureano Rodriguez, the greatest matador of modern times, called Manolete. Now I'm looking at a picture of a huge bull. This is Islero of Miura, out of the cow Islera by the bull Formalito. Now I'm looking at a village in Spain. Here in the town of Linares, they're going to kill each other today. Manuel Laureano Rodriguez y Sanchez was born in Córdoba on July 4th, 1917, the year the Immortals of the Ring, Joselito and Belmonte, had their most competitive and glorious season. Manuel's mother was the widow of the matador Lagartijo Chico before she married Manuel's father. Manuel's father was a fairly successful, though far from the great matador, who used the name Manolete as a nom de toro, as had his father before him. The first Manolete had a brief career as a banderillero before retiring to the safer profession of butcher. He had been overshadowed by his famous brother, Pepete. José Rodriguez, called Pepete, was large and ungraceful in the arena, but he was considered one of the bravest men who ever confronted a bull. Rather than ever having to conquer any fear, he simply did not recognize what that emotion was. Once when a rival had outdone him in the cape work of the quites, Pepete went out determined to do anything to triumph. When the bull's horns pulled the cape from his hands, Pepete snatched a bandana from the pocket of his chaquetilla and gave the animal 4 hair-raising passes with no more protection than that small cloth. In 1862, when Pepete was 38 years old, he signed for a corrida in Madrid and was scheduled to kill the celebrated Miura bull Islero. Islero had a fearsome reputation, being large and almost 6 years old, and having been at stud for some time because of the ferocity he displayed on the ranch. But Pepete went into this fight with the same sang-froid as any other encounter. Though he was crisscrossed with scars, his courage had never diminished, and he was at the peak of his career. He did his opening cape work, received great applause for the closeness with which he worked, and then retired for a moment behind the fence to talk to a friend in the first row.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?